What's going on? It's Dr. Delatoro live for our Lunch and Learn. I'm so incredibly pumped and excited that you joined us for the afternoon session. I hope that you've got some a meal, a snack, some fruit, something that you can just kind of munch on. I'm really excited and pumped. Welcome to the second part of our three-part series that we're doing all around this conversation around what it means to begin to start to take our lives to a completely different place as a direct result of us learning how to get out of fear-based living and get into what I like to call faith-based living. So this whole conversation, and I want you all commenting, I want you all interacting with me. That's so vitally important that I see you interacting and sharing. So I want you all to interact with me. This is going to be a powerful session. And so I'm really pumped and excited that you all have joined us for this, because here's what I firmly believe. I don't know about you, but I really believe that we've allowed the bully of fear to literally run our lives for far too long. And y'all, I'm excited because today is the launch of our brand new book. It's called Shift into a Higher Gear, Better Your Best and Live Life to the Fullest. This book is available everywhere books are sold all over the planet. Please go on Amazon right now and grab your copies. Every one of y'all, do me a favor, fire off in the comments. Let me know you're here. Let me know what city you're joining us from. And we're really excited because we want to share some really epic and incredible content with you that we know is going to be game changing for you. It's going to take you all to the next level. It's going to help you grow. It's going to help you succeed. It's going to help you take your life to that next level. So Lou, I see you. Thank you so much. Mike, I see you. Thank you so much. Dan, I see you. Chef, I see you so much. Appreciate every one of you all the way from Los Angeles in the house. Woo woo. Gina, I see you. Thanks so much. Really grateful for you guys. Hey, listen, this is the second part of a three-part series that we're doing all over the planet to let folks know about our brand new book, Shift into a Higher Gear, and also to celebrate and acknowledge National Evaluate Your Life Day. Today is National Evaluate Your Life Day, everybody. And I don't know about you. Good to see you, Lamar. That's my friend. That's my brother. Whoop, 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 whoop. So please give Adrian a big hello and a high five for us as well. Philadelphia's in the house. Louisville, Kentucky's in the house. Ontario, Canada's in the house. Los Angeles, California's in the house. We got folks from all over the place, y'all. So listen, really grateful. Today is National Evaluate Your Life Day. And there's no way that you can evaluate your life without evaluating how fear has played its role in stopping you from going after the really big things that you want to go after in life. And so we're going to talk about that a little bit. So feel free to munch away as I teach you. Feel free. I've got my water here. I don't have food because I can't really drink food, but I eat food right now as I'm teaching. But I'm really grateful for each and every one of you all for showing up this afternoon. And please join us tonight on video so I can see your face for our fireside chat, where it's going to be an interactive experience. We're going to have some special guests chiming in. It's at 7 p.m. Eastern tonight, and Gina's going to drop the link on all of our platforms to make sure that you all can register for our fireside chat. You're going to get a chance to interact with me via video. I'll see you. I'll see your face. I'll be able to pull some of you all up and do some coaching, individual coaching of you all, small group coaching tonight. It's going to be really powerful. So make sure that you join us in that platform and make sure that you all register for our fireside chat. It's a free event that we're doing tonight to make sure we bless you guys. And let's make sure that we drop that link on Instagram as well, Gina, so that way everybody can get it. All right. I want to jump into the teaching because this is really important. I need you to understand something powerful, and I want you to take notes in the comments. And please share this broadcast. If you're watching, please share this broadcast and comment shared once you've done so. This is really important, y'all. I need you to understand something powerful. Every single day of your life, there are two warriors that are fighting within you each and every day. One is the warrior of fear. The other one is the warrior of faith. And the warrior that wins each day is the one that you feed the most. I'm going to say that again. The warrior that wins the battle each and every day in your life is the one that you feed the most. So the question becomes, which warrior am I feeding and what actions feed that warrior? Those are great questions. First and foremost, you have to understand something. What feeds faith is your action. is your belief. It's your positive confession. It's your encouragement. It's the positive people you surround yourself with. It's high vibrational thinking and high vibrational living that feeds your faith. It's taking action even in the midst of things that you're concerned about, nervous about, or afraid of. Does that make sense? It's when you're operating in faith, when you're going out on the limb, when you're taking those steps that are uncomfortable, when you're living outside of your comfort zone. That's when you're operating in faith. Does that make sense? Even though you can't always see it and it doesn't always make sense, you're operating in faith when you take those steps that seem like they're scary, that seem like they're uncomfortable for you, but you're stretching yourself beyond your comfort zone. Now you're operating in fear, and the war of fear is winning in your life each and every time you're doing low vibrational stuff. You're messing around with people who are constantly talking about how things used to be in the past. You're in fear when you're constantly afraid to go after something. You're constantly feeling like a hold back kind of energy instead of advance forward. Fear will never tell you to go forward. Fear will always tell you to pull back. Write that down, y'all. That's one way you know that you're listening to the voice of fear versus the voice of faith. They're always talking to you in your head, and you got to discern the differences between the two. And when you know it's fear, when it's a restrictive, when it's a hold back, when it's a you should not, when it's a that's a bad idea, I don't recommend that you do that. You know what I'm saying? Because fear is always, write this down, y'all. Fear is always doing its job. Fear thinks you're 5 years old. Fear constantly is trying to protect you because it doesn't think that you're going to create success in the thing that you want to create success in. So it becomes vitally important, y'all, that we understand when fear is trying to win the day and how we can make sure that we overcome it. Kind of reminds me of, and I'm talking to you directly from my brand new book, Shift into a Higher Gear, Better Your Best and Live Life to the Fullest. Make sure that you go on Amazon or Barnes & Noble or whatever your favorite platform is today and pick up several copies of this incredible book. It's an absolute game changer. And when you pick up the book, make sure you go to our website, shiftintoahighergear.com, and grab the workbook. We created an incredible 108-page companion workbook that goes along with the book. It is absolutely insane. It is so comprehensive. It is so amazing. And my master's degree is in curriculum design. And so I love deep teaching, transformational teaching that really creates value and really shifts things to the next level for people. And so we created the workbook to go in tandem with the physical book. So you can get the book everywhere books are sold. The workbook, you have to go to our website to pick that up. That's shiftintoahighergear.com. And we cannot wait to get this workbook in your hands. So I want to talk about this fear conversation and this faith conversation. And I really want to talk about it from the understanding of really getting clear about the fact that, y'all, when we were born, do you know that we were born, there were only two fears that we got? When we were dropped on this earth as human beings, there were only two fears that were given to us at birth. Two. One is the fear of falling, and the other one is the fear of loud noises. I'll say that again. One is the fear of falling, and the other one is the fear of loud noises. Those are the only two fears that you were given at birth. All other fears that you've collected along your journey, all other fears that you've collected along your way. And how many of you all admit to me, just let's be honest, it's National Evaluate Your Life Day. So let's just be honest. How many of you all will admit to me that there have been times in your life when you have not taken action on something because you were afraid? Hands up, comments. I've done it. We've all done it, right? I put up both hands in the foot, right? Because at the end of the day, when you're really going after big things, there's no doubt that there's some fear is going to show up. And one of the things that I heard a therapist speak at a conference one day, and I was really, really inspired by what she said. She said, when fear shows up, right, welcome it. Because the reason why you got to welcome it, Cammie, is because at the end of the day, until you acknowledge the message that fear is trying to send you, you can't really appreciate why it showed up. And here's what I mean by that. And this could be a powerful teaching. You're gonna love this. Watch this. So many times, y'all, we've been taught wrong about how to handle the emotion of fear. We've been taught, oh, push it away, fear, just get rid of it. Yeah, right. And here's one of the things you have to learn, and this is so powerful. Man, this is gonna bless your life. If you spend so much of your energy trying to push fear away, let me ask you a question. If I'm spending so much of my energy trying to push something away, what am I really doing as I'm pushing it away? Write this down and remember this for the rest of your life. The more energy you put into pushing fear away, the more you're giving validation to the evidence of its existence in your life. Ooh, I'll wait for some fire bombs on that one. I'm gonna wait for it. If I spend so much of my energy pushing things away, as I'm pushing them away, what am I doing? I'm giving it energy. I'm giving it proof that it exists. Does that make sense? Write this down and remember this for the rest of your life. Whatever you resist persists. Whatever you resist persists. It remains. If I'm constantly pushing against something, all I'm doing is giving proof that the very thing I'm pushing against actually still remains, and it's something that is valid in my life. So instead of spending so much energy pushing things away, do me a favor instead, my friend. Come on, Chris. Instead of spending so much of your energy trying to push fear out, do me a favor. Turn on faith. Right? Instead of spending so much energy trying to push it away from you, what the therapist taught me was she said, listen, she said, appreciate the message that fear is sending you. Because the truth is, let's say you stay in a two-story house and there's a strange noise in your house at 4 a.m. that you don't expect. Without the emotion of fear, it would not wake your body up, send adrenaline through your entire body, and get you in fight or flight mode. So we need fear to help us understand where real and present danger is. Does that make sense? But here's where we get the disconnect. You have to understand that fear is doing its job. However, fear cannot make decisions in your life. When you make fear-based decisions, you will always dream too small, think too small, act too small, function too small. If this room was dark, I could spend days and days of my life with a shovel trying to scoop out the darkness, or I could do one simple thing: turn on the light. Stop trying to get rid of fear and instead focus on faith. Stop trying to get rid of the emotion of fear and instead focus on turning on your faith. Come on, y'all. Is this making sense? And well, Dr. Del Toro, how do I turn on my faith? That's a great question. The best way is if this is resonating, fire off in the comments and share this broadcast, y'all. The best way that you can begin to start operating in more faith is by taking action, even when you're afraid, taking action, even when you're nervous, taking action, even when things don't seem as if it's all working out in your favor. Instead of trying to spend so much energy trying to get rid of fear, and watch, the more you push against something, the more you're proving it exists, the more you're giving it energy. Stop giving energy to pushing out fear and turn on the energy of embracing faith. Now faith is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen. Now I got to focus on what I can control right now. And what you can control right now is your faith and your belief in you taking action. Does that make sense? You've got to adjust your belief system because fear and faith operate off of your belief system. Please write this down for me and remember this for the rest of your life. Faith and fear operate off of your BS. That's good right there. Faith and fear operate off of your BS. That is so good right there. I am loving that. Come on, somebody. Faith and fear operate off of your BS. What do you mean by that, Dr. Del Toro? I'm so glad you asked. Watch this. Doubt is a belief in an outcome that you don't want. Faith is a belief in an outcome that you want. Did you catch that? Doubt is a belief in an outcome that you don't want. Faith is another belief in an outcome that you do want. Do you get the difference between the two? So both of them require your belief system. Fear requires your belief system. Faith requires your belief system. So the question becomes, which belief system, come on somebody, which belief system are you gonna, come on Felix, which one Lamar, which one Cammie are you gonna operate from on a daily basis? Because some of you all are running your business based on fear versus faith. And I need you to understand something. This is powerful. Come on, somebody. This is going to be powerful right here. That's why you got to get the book. Everybody comment, say, I got to get the book. I want you to comment, say, I've got to get this book, okay? He said, Ricky said, this is knocking me right upside the head right now. He said, man, don't knock me upside the head this early in the day. Come on, somebody. Right? Thank you, Lamar, for that incredible comment. Come on. Which belief system are you going to implore in your life? Which one are you really going to go after? I think it's so vitally important that we get clear about that because, my friend, if we're going to grow and go to that next level, we have to understand that fear is only doing its job. It's trying to keep you safe. And I need you to understand something that's really powerful as well. And I want you to think about this because this is really powerful. The thief in your house doesn't want you to know that he or she is there. Write that down. Come on, somebody. The thief in your house does not want you to know that he or she is there. That's why they're quiet. That's why they try to just turn your alarm off. That's why they wear dark clothing. They're trying to blend into your environment. The thief that's trying to rob your dreams, the thief that's trying to rob your business, the thief that's trying to rob your income, the thief that's trying to rob your life doesn't want you to know that he or she is there. What am I trying to say to you? Fear always disguises itself. Write that down for me, y'all. Fear, come on, always disguises itself. And fear disguises itself as procrastination. Fear disguises itself as stress, worry. Fear disguises itself as you being physically tired. Fear disguises itself as you being indecisive about what you want to do. Fear disguises itself, watch this, as productivity. I'm gonna ask a real honest question, y'all. I'm gonna ask a real honest. Ooh. How many of you all? I love it. This is a lunch and learn. Let me ask you a question. Who will be honest with me? Who will be honest with me right now? Okay. Who will be honest with me and admit we're all high achievers? I looked around. There's no low achievers. We're all high achievers. How many of you all will admit to me right now that sometimes you have been afraid to take action in area number A, so you get super busy doing something in area number B to disguise your lack of confidence in going after project A? How many of y'all will admit to me that you have been afraid to do project A? So what you do is you get super productive doing something in project B so that people say, oh, you're so busy. You do it. But the truth is, you and I both know it's not that you're super amazing in project B. It's just that you're actually afraid of taking on project A. Who will admit to me, come on, somebody, that you have ever done that in your life? Come on, Matt. Come on, Matt. We've all done it. We have all allowed fear to disguise itself as super productivity, right? Come on, Lamar. Someone said, I am guilty. Yes, I'm guilty. Matt's like, man, you preach it, okay? Yeah, that's right. That's right. I see what Pastor Harper said. She said we take on the stuff that only take 10 minutes to do. Right. We take on those smaller projects, Richard. That's right. That's right, Stevie. We disguise it, y'all. Come on. That's right. You can be honest with me, y'all. I know you. Trust me. I get you. I get you. Right. And I know we only have these platforms for a few minutes, man, but I'm actually thinking about doing a 1-day virtual event around this content, man, because there is so much stuff here. There is so much content here. And I want every one of y'all to do me a favor. Please, if you're enjoying this content, you got to not only buy the book and stuff like that, but we're creating a global biker posse, and you have to be a part of it, y'all. This movement is going to be sensational. And so I need you to go to Facebook right now, and I need you to join our Facebook community. It's called the Shift into a Higher Gear Global Biker Posse, where we're going to be doing a 12-week book study around this book with high achievers all over the world. And I want you in that book study, okay? It is crucial, y'all, that you get in that book study because there's so much more that I have to teach you. There's so much more that I want to share with you. And I'm really seriously talking to my team about doing a 1-day virtual event around this content where we're going to take the book and the workbook and we're going to get all in your business. Oh, we're going to get in your business, but we're going to get you free. We're going to get in your business and we're going to get you free. And you're going to get in my business too. I already rang my business out in this book. Come on, somebody. I rang my business out in this book. But I want you to join our global community because that way fear can't win the day. Isn't it amazing how, have you ever noticed in most scary movies that the bully or the thief or the person that's absolutely trying to hurt or cause harm waits till you're alone? Woo! Come on, somebody. They wait till you're by yourself. Does that make sense? They wait till you're by yourself before they attack you. Why? Because fear likes to attack you individually, isolated, when you don't have community. That's why we want you to be a part of our global biker posse, because we want you to be around a community of people who are all in this together. So join our Facebook community so you can be a part of our global biker posse. And that way we can take you to the next level and we can do it together. Does that make sense, y'all? I think it's so vitally important. So now that we've talked a little bit about fear to help you understand how fear shows up in your life and the voice of fear, let's switch over and talk a little bit more about faith, because I really believe it's really, really important that you function off of faith and not fear. So a couple things that I want you to do in order to operate in faith is you've got to call the CIA. The number one way for you to get out of fear-based living and get into faith-based living is you got to call the CIA. Well, Dr. Del Toro, what is the CIA? I'm so glad you asked. You have to take consistent, imperfect action on what you want. I want you to take consistent, imperfect action on what you want. The number one thing that feeds the warrior of faith in your life is consistent, imperfect action. It doesn't have to be perfect, but it does need to be consistent action after the thing that you want. I don't care what it is that you want, whatever it is. Let's say it's scaling your business. Let's say it's losing weight, or getting more health and vitality in your physical body. Or maybe it's doing something with your children. Or maybe it's doing something in your relationship or your marriage. Maybe it's going after that new side hustle. You've got to find a way, Janelle, to take consistent, imperfect action after what it is that you want and really be committed to going after that on a consistent basis and not backing down. And the reason why I tell you to take imperfect action is because of this. Watch this, y'all. Every single day of our lives, y'all, you and I buy imperfect products. Every single day. The phone that you have was imperfect when they sold it to you. The apps that you put on those phones are imperfect when they sell it to you. But why is it that you buy them? You buy them because at the end of the day, come on somebody, you know and understand, and the company knows and understands that you will constantly get those updates. You will constantly get the newest version of the phone. You will constantly get the newest version of the app. You will constantly get the newest version of the software. When Microsoft releases Microsoft Teams, it knew that it wasn't perfect when it launched it. But why did it launch it? It launched it because it wanted you to fund, watch this, their research and development. So many of you all are funding the research and development of major companies, but you're putting your stuff on hold because you're waiting for your stuff to be perfect. So Pastor Darius Daniels, help me understand why we're doing this, Doc. So we buy people's imperfect products all the time and we fund their research and development, but we wait to put our greatness out there because we're struggling with perfectionism. And perfectionism is rooted also in fear. You're afraid of your criticism. You're afraid of critique. You're afraid of being evaluated. You're afraid of people having something to say. At the end of the day, people are going to have something to say, whether your stuff is stellar or whether it's not. So my friend, it becomes vitally important. So we buy people's imperfect product. When you bought the phone, it was imperfect when you bought it. When you downloaded the app, it was imperfect when you bought it. If this is setting somebody free, I need you to fire off in the comments and let me know. Come on, somebody. We fund other people's research and development, and we stall our own greatness because we're trying to be perfect before we put it out there. Write this down. Hashtag remember this the rest of your life. Done is better than perfect. Done is better than perfect. Put it out there. Let's make money on it now, and let's tweak it as we go. Come on, entrepreneurs. Come on, CEOs. Come on, leaders. Let's launch it now. Now watch this. Now the whole book, I teach you all about excellence in the book. So come on. I mean, I'm not saying be skimpy. I'm not saying use half-assery. I'm not saying do anything that's less than a standard of excellence. But what I'm saying is it's not going to be perfect. And this is why I teach you in the book to lean into excellence. I don't teach you perfection. I teach you to lean into excellence. You will never be perfect. So stop trying to be perfect and instead focus on being excellent. And be excellent at your level. And when you commit to being excellent at your level, my friend, you don't have competition. So the best way to begin to start getting leverage on the fear that shows up to try to be a bully in your life is to take consistent, imperfect action on your goals and dreams. Small baby steps. Baby steps is what's going to get you there. How can you take that giant goal that you've got right now and find small little snippets of how you can interject that into every single day. And if it's important to you, it should show up in your schedule. If it's important to you, if the goal is important to you, it should show up in your schedule. How much water you drink should show up in your schedule. Time you spend with your significant other should show up in your schedule. Time to work on your side hustle, time to build another stream of income, time to write the book showed up in my schedule. Books like this do not come out just because I decided one day no. It comes out because you get intentional, y'all. And we've got to get intentional about going to the next level and taking our lives to the next level. Does that make sense? If it's important to you, put it in your schedule. Take imperfect action on it. And watch this, y'all. Stop waiting to be perfect. Put it out there and perfect it as you go. Does that make sense? Sometimes in life, you don't get a long runway like a plane. Sometimes in your life, you got to be like a helicopter. Take off from where you are and perfect in the sky. My friend, this has been Dr. Delatoro. I hope you've gotten massive, massive value out of today's Lunch and Learn. Please join us tonight for our fireside chat. It's going to be live. It's going to be interactive. I got a couple of special guests that are going to jump on and share. And if you have not picked up several copies of this book, pick it up right now. Get it on Amazon. Get it on your favorite online retailer. It's available all over the globe, endorsed by some of the top influencers on the planet. When you grab the book from Amazon, then jump over to our actual website, shiftintoahighergear.com, and grab the companion workbook, which is just a comprehensive. It's literally 100, and you can see me. I've already written in my own workbook, right? It's 108 pages of exercises and activities to take the content from the book so much deeper. So do yourself a favor. It's got quizzes and assessments and questions and all kinds of great stuff in here that allows you to go so much deeper. There's a journal built into it. It's an absolute incredible resource that I know will take you to a completely different place. And so I cannot wait to share these incredible resources with you, my friend. God bless you. I love you. Cannot wait to see you tonight in the fireside chat. The details about that are in the link on Instagram. They're in our bio, link in our bio on Instagram, and you can find them on Facebook, and they're also below in the comments. So God bless you guys. Hope to see you guys tonight. Today is National Evaluate Your Life Day. It's a fantastic way and a fantastic day to really assess where you are in your life and your business and your spirituality and your faith and your family and your finances and your future. And there's no better tool to evaluate your life, in my humble opinion, than our brand new book and workbook, Shift into a Higher Gear, which is being distributed all over the world, published by Barrett Kohler Publishers, and distributed globally by Penguin Random House. Y'all, in the month of November, your boy's book, this book will be in airports all across the world. So we're going to be doing a whole campaign in the month of November. So get ready for that. This book is headed directly to the New York Times bestseller list, and we need your help to do it. Please share this broadcast, and more importantly, tell your friends and your followers to pick up this incredible resource, so that way you can learn and grow with other people who are learning and growing at the exact same time. God bless you guys, and we'll look forward to catching you super duper soon. Until then, do me a favor, shift into a higher gear and shift now.